This is Machuka Nyarieko TV Talk Show, where we analyze politics and governance issues. We focus on national, local, and international news. We examine the political way of our people, social and economic. Nyarieko TV Talk Show, the house of ideas.
Hello viewers, this is Machuka Nyarieko TV Talk Show, the house of ideas. Yesterday, there was a report on the working of the members of parliament in the National and the National Assembly and the Senate. And of course, from the reports, it appeared that there are some members of parliament who, since they got to the honorable houses, have never opened their mouth to contribute to national debates. This raises the question whether the members of parliament should simply go to the National Assembly as special members. When special members with special needs do participate in the debates. Kindly, if you are watching this channel for the first time, before we proceed in this noble debate, subscribe so that whenever we produce another video, YouTube will automatically notify you. And thanks to our subscribers for your continued support. And the rest, take a second or two to subscribe. Now, back to the discussion. What are the roles of the members of parliament? Of course, their roles are fully divided in our 2010 constitution. But the one I'm majorly concerned with is their role as representatives of the members of their constituents. That means they represent their members in the National Assembly or in the Senate. And to what extent do these members present them? For example, there is the issue of approval of expenditure. They approve or disapprove government expenditures. But can one approve government expenditure? Can one approve any state expenditures without talking throughout the sessions? Or do they normally attend these sessions? Are they denied opportunities to speak in the honorable houses? What could be the reason as to why they don't speak? But when you go outside the National Assembly, you will find these same members making a lot of noise. Could this the reason why I'm calling it the house of impeachments? Because it was historical that during the impeachment of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, one Rigathi Gachagua, there was a proper turn-up for the members of parliament in those houses. Because going through the report, you will find that there is several sessions that had been adjourned in the course of the year because of lack of quorum. What is basically, how should members of parliament fully represent their constituencies? Should these members of parliament leave these positions for those members with special needs because they are performing roles, they are behaving like people with special needs? And of course I say that because if you keep quiet and you are not What do you show? How do you make rules while you keep quiet? Where do you be found when you don't attend to parliamentary sessions? What are your roles as members of parliament? Do you need to be bribed so that you can be in parliament? Do you need to get allowances so as to sit in the special committees, because much of the parliament business is done in the committees? What could be happening? Because many things are going wrong. People are given promises which never come true. Take the example of the nurses who have not been paid, who are given grounds promises, lecturers the same, and many other institutions. This being your role, you have kept silent. Instead, some of these members are very active over the weekends, but they have never stepped in parliament, even want to know why IEBC has not been constituted. If you have no time to perform your duties as members of parliament, why do you seek mandate from the people? What language do you use when you ask for votes? Do you tell them you are going to parliament to keep quiet? Because parliament is a house of debate, is a house of voting, is a democratic house whereby you come up with your ideas and try to convince other members of parliament so as to support. Does it mean you members who keep quiet right from January to December have no ideas? Then what are you doing? What a shame to those constituencies that elect such a members of parliament to represent them. At least mine spoke, and I'm happy about it. But what about those constituencies who elect their members of parliament, and at the end they get ashamed that their member of parliament was just covered his mouth, and therefore he could not even utter a word. It could only be seen when there is impeachment motions in parliament. Probably there could be something that is given out during such impeachment motions. There are pregnant debates. We have the Adani issue. We have the SHA. We have the housing issues. We have the university funding. How will you participate in these issues if you don't speak? How will your members of your constituents members know that they did send someone who understands the rules? Does it mean this house has just been left to a few people, and when they pass laws you complain later? What could be happening to this institution? Should Parliament amend its standing orders so that members of Parliament are made to attend those parliamentary sittings? You will find most members of Parliament loitering around the Republic of Kenya or outside the country, maybe with the head of state. What relationship is there between a member of Parliament and the head of state? None. The head of state has got his cabinet. He is free to loiter with them. The members of Parliament have got their speakers. They are free to loiter with them and they discuss where the government is going wrong. But when the members of Parliament abandon their duties, go and loiter with the president, who is their enemy, who they should oversight? When do you expect the right thing to be done? Till recent, the judiciary lashes to perform the roles of the national and the Senate, whereby it condemned the idea of IEBC not being reconstituted, where has been Parliament. Machuka Nyarieko TV talk show, the House of Ideas. Thank you and continue watching. This is the second episode on the House of Impeachment. Thank you.